Ooh. Hello and welcome to Wednesday Night Onlyfigs. I'm your host, Mr. Montoyfair, and I'm joined by the founder of the Neck Illuminati, the delayer of shipments, the procrastinator pooters, the perfect person, the two-time daddy. My YouTube wife, Mrs. Montoyfair, Jarmar _games. But that's not all. We are also joined by the consumer of all things vile, one of the former co-hosts of the Figuratively Speaking podcast, the man with more titties than you can talk about, Corey. And last, but absolutely never least, he is the man known as Beard Spice. The man Optimus Prime popped and refuses to stop. The man Montoyfer has full custody over. He's the Twilight Knight, the master of Mac, the three-pump chump of taking the show off the rails. Nate, how's everybody doing?
I am
great.
wonderful.
Awesome.
It's been a minute, so struggling through that intro a little bit. We gotta do this more often.
Yeah, we did take some time off, which I guess I guess that means we'll have to like switch to maybe 3 on and 1 off instead of every other week.
Did I just ruin our vacation?
Yep.
Yeah, way to go.
No more holidays off for you.
Damn it.
Oh man.
It's kind of worse when we're not on and it's like 9:10 and I'm like, oh my god. And I'm like running downstairs and then
You log on and then there's nobody here.
out that you guys were all like, yeah, we're not gonna do this tonight.
I always think it's funny how tired I get before I come down here to record, and then I'm not tired when we don't do the show. Like, I don't understand. Yeah. So
Sounds like you really just don't want to do the show.
no, it's not that at all. It's not that. It's not that.
They
It's
just said you're boring as hell.
That's what I heard.
it's
Yeah.
just like when you have an appointment at like 4:00 and you just wait around all day for that appointment. It's like kind of the same thing, only sleepy,
That's fair.
right?
Yeah. I'll give you that.
I'll let it pass, I guess.
I'll allow it.
That's not how I wait for the show to start. I wait for the show to start with like 3 pictures of you guys, and I'm just like staring at them.
This is that dude's backyard. Oh my
Yeah.
god!
I spend
Don't
my day busy as hell between trying to do stuff for the channel, trying to get stuff done around the house, and any other stuff because it's usually my day off. So I'm lucky if I get here on time half the time, let alone like ready to fall asleep from boredom.
Yeah,
I did.
I'm on riding a high right now of opening Pokemon card packs with my son. So
I was like, I didn't know you got into Pokemon. Didn't know
It's
you
been
did the
fun.
hard drugs.
Oh yeah, we're in there now. We're in there. We're in there
I'm
good.
gonna make fun of you if I see you in line at Target.
Oh my god, yeah. If I see you in line with all those people who are waiting for like the reps
Here's
to
the
show
thing.
up, I'm gonna just laugh and laugh and laugh.
It's okay for me to do that because I'm doing it for my child.
If you have your child with you, I'll give you that.
Well, I can't. He can't be with me during the school year. I gotta go do what I gotta do. You know what I mean?
I mean, have you not
No,
heard
we-
of like, hey,
This is
you're gonna
starting to sound
call?
like
Do you feel sick today? Because I think you feel sick today, and then you guys go and hang out all day.
Oh yeah, I'm sure we'll do that at some point. That'll be like I can't wait for that actually. Like I'm calling you out of school. We'll see. He'll probably cry and be like, "No."
Like, no, I don't want to hang out with you. I want to hang out with my real friends, Dad.
My son's
It's
13,
true.
and if I did that now, he'd just be like, "Nah, I'm good."
Yeah, it's like, cool, pick me up and then drop me off.
He's like, yeah, can I stay home and play video games by myself?
Ah, I'm over here playing with my toys.
On that
So
note,
yeah, what's up?
Nate, do you have a numbers game for us?
I do. And actually, I think this is a good one.
Okay.
So
They're always good.
yeah, I'm on a kick right now. So, Batman, the comic book Batman, the actual title, Batman, published by DC Comics, ran from 1940 until like what was that 2011 when those books ended at number like 700, I think it was.
Wait, didn't they? I thought they
702.
Oh, 'cause
So I hope
702.
That's right, because
So I hope that wasn't the.
New 52
New
started
52.
everything. That's right.
Yeah. So there was 702 issues from 1940 till 2011.
Maybe 3.
What? Okay. What issue number? And there's semantics here, so we are splitting hairs. What issue number was the first appearance of Arkham Asylum for the criminally insane?
And how many issues do I get to choose from?
It's up to 700.
Oh boy. We all know I'm just gonna probably end up going last here. So let's throw
There's
some
semantics,
out.
and I think I understand the semantics because I'm pretty sure this is a trick question.
Somewhat.
I also
This
don't know the
question's a
answer, but I don't think it's the answer that we would think it is, or at least two of us would think it is, because I feel like Corey probably
Mhm.
knows.
I don't.
Well,
I
that's
don't.
surprising to me.
Hmm.
Also, chat's been
How you
surprisingly
know?
quiet tonight.
Oh, I thought you said something else. Oh, jeez, what are we gonna do?
Oh, you don't have a number yet?
Oh, oh, you
I
know
may-
what? I'll do this. No,
At
no,
some
no, no.
point in my life.
What about your life?
I said I may have known at some point in my life.
Oh, same. There was at a point where I was like hardcore DC fanboy, knew all this shit, and then they just continually did me dirty. And I just like, we're still friends, but we ain't fucking anymore.
Mm-mm. No, it's kind of awkward.
Yeah,
Really.
kind of say hi and
Yeah.
how's life?
Huh. Interesting. I see what
Have
you
a
got
number,
going
all
on
right.
here.
Yeah.
Really?
Things have
It's
gotten a
not-
little
it's-
bigger.
It's,
Talking about the Batman symbol, you know?
you've had some work done.
Yeah.
Well, Jamar, are you ready with your big your bat?
Oh, you it's,
Is that a Freudian slip?
It was.
I am
I'm gonna
ready
go ahead and answer for
with
him.
my big bat.
Yeah.
I am
All
ready.
right, is everybody ready? 3,
Yeah, I got turtles
2,
trying to fall over now.
1.
Okay. First of all, you're an idiot, Michael, because I said Batman. The
Yeah, but
title,
I
Batman.
thought there was semantics with this where like it actually like was
I'm
another.
closer than you are.
No, I wouldn't trick you that way. So you're a terrible answer. And we're not going by Price is Right rules. So Corey does win. It was actually issue 326, 1980.
Really,
So,
it took him that long.
Kind
That's
of
surprising.
yeah.
I thought it was way
right?
earlier than that. I know there's some
But
things
then
that like got
also-
introduced in Detective that weren't in like.
But also when you think about it, 1980 was 45 years ago. So not as recent, like it kind of fakes you out a little bit because it's like, oh, that seems recent. But then you think about it, you're like, no. That's
Yeah,
like halfway
it's like-
through the Batman run.
It's more
Now,
surprising that it was
semantic-
only like 5 years before '89.
Right. So the other thing I thought what I found was interesting, and where the semantics come in issue 260, Arkham Hospital was mentioned, but it was never shown, and it was only mentioned, and then a couple other times Arkham was mentioned by name, but never Arkham Asylum for the criminally insane until issue 326.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, I thought
Yeah.
it was the semantics of like it was like
No.
the other thing first.
I wouldn't trick you that. I wouldn't.
I
take you to a
mean,
different site.
yeah, I feel like you would.
No, it's a numbers.
I
game.
I tried to look up that issue because I almost thought Jim Shooter came up with that idea, but he did not. Rest in peace,
No.
Jim Shooter.
R.I.P. No,
You
that
were
was Denny. Well, Len Wein was the writer because that's the book I'm currently reading, which is
Yeah.
the Len Wein Volume 1, which has been spectacular. Very early 300s, like 1978 to like 1980 Batman stuff, which is, ooh, that's my jam. Like right before my time of reading, but still really cool. Still corny, but that's all those classic looks. I mean, the Riddler, Catwoman, they're all those super classic, like
she's
the
still like the
superpowers version
purple costume
with
Catwoman.
the cape.
Yeah.
And Joker looked just like the superpowers figure. I mean, it's incredible.
I would say there's like a corniness to it, but there's also like a level of seriousness that's not
for
like
sure.
the corny that like comic books had back then. There is definitely a darker, weird side to it.
You're absolutely correct, because it's not like talking down to the kids who are obviously the main audience at the time. Like they're intelligent stories, but it's still like Riddler being Riddler. Like, I'm gonna send you riddles to foil my crimes. Like, it's like, okay, that's still silly, but whatever.
People died. You know, there was
exactly.
There were
real consequences.
Actual murderers. So.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Cool.
No, it's been super fun to revisit, because I was like kind of reading in the 400s where I did read, but then I got this Len Wein book and I've been going back and just really having some fun. That's my plug for the day.
Cool.
So at the end, we're gonna say, what do you recommend, and that's it.
That's it. You've already wasted your daily plug.
Yeah. Well,
that was for after. Yeah.
Well, Corey, you get to go first.
Yeah, okay. I'm going first. I'm going to start off small. So I picked up one of these in on the eBay because they're all sold out everywhere else. And it's kind of interesting. It's a Ramen Toys piece, and for Masters of the Universe figures. Give you a sense of the size of it, you know, like it's pretty cool.
That's
you know,
big.
Yeah.
3D. Looks like the old packaging. I'm not quite sure how this is supposed to work. It's coming with a little H, and it's got a plug on it, so I'm not sure if I'm supposed to like plug that on the ground or something. I don't know. But for
you use it
Ramen
as your
Toys,
daily plug.
This was early on Ramen Toys when they were still figuring out their stuff. So they made these in red, green, and purple plastic. The green and purple ones are still like on clearance on Big Bad, but the red ones seem to have sold out. But I don't know if I'll get more of these. I just like wanted one to see what it was all about, and maybe take pictures with it, photographs with your action figures. I don't know if
you like toy photography. We just started. Do we want to do it already?
Sure. I mean, nothing's stopping us.
I mean, nothing's stopping us, but then except the fact that I have to go.
Sorry, I kind of jumped that on you.
Yeah. So if you have an interest in toy photography, looking to improve your camera skills, or simply looking for inspiration, Toytography Magazine has just what you need. They offer an in-depth interview with skilled artists, tips for lighting, composition, and other areas of photography, figure posing and working with props, and artist wall contests, and more. The quarterly magazine is available in digital and print. Visit their website at toytographymag.com, and you're also welcome to join their Toytography Magazine Facebook page, where you can share your photos, discuss tips, participate in contests. See you there. That's where I spend all of my free time.
All of it?
All of it.
Nice.
Well then,
Yeah.
good for you.
I'm dedicated. Yeah, well, you know,
A little bit
I love
too
my
much screen
Toytography.
time, but good for you.
Yeah, it is. It is, but you know, I manage.
It's good to be able to manage your addictions. Also, Fig Fan Samurai's in the chat. The boys are back. Glad to have y'all back. How's it going, man?
Welcome.
What up? So, you guys will be interested in these. These showed up.
Oh, minor on the way.
I was while we were starting up today, I was trying to open one up for you guys, but Mikey figured it for Michael and Jarmar. I opened up Donatello.
Yes, the best turtle.
Why just Michael and Jarmar?
I didn't know Donatello was your favorite.
Yes.
Oh well, then for everybody.
You mean
I'm not.
he's
I'm not too
intelligent?
Except for the
on the.
reluctant adult podcast, who don't understand how great he is, and don't understand that he is the top seller in the action figures.
Yes.
I know he's like the smart one, but man, I'm going back and like rewatching this series, and I'm like, there are so many episodes where I'm like, Donatello's the leader. He is leading so much. he is just taking the baton and just running with it. He's like, we're doing this like so many times. But I'm not too sold on the joints. I haven't played with them that much, but I definitely feel like I have to heat them up some.
Oh, I mean, it's better than they usually are, which is like
That's true.
loosey goosey.
These goggles don't really work that well. They just kind of sit.
Why does he
on
look
his head.
like Johnny Depp as Willy Wonka?
Right?
It's like a bug.
Yeah, he does. Looks
They
like a
don't. They
rainbow.
don't stay on like at all. So they're just like an accessory for nothing. But yeah. And then another thing I picked up. I'm not like really all in on this line, and I know there's some of our viewers that really like them. I just pick up some of like the more unique characters, and that's the Valaverse stuff. I think they're cool. A cool side line that you could put with like your classifieds figures. And this guy came. I don't even know this thing's name, but it's I guess it's the bat. Their version of a bat. So he's like robot or whatever. Which
He looks like a Gundam.
He almost looks like he's
Yeah.
the 6 version of the bat.
Yeah,
With like all
Yeah.
the
I see that.
attachments and stuff.
I mean,
And those swords.
See, I see
They're
that, and I
pretty
just
cool.
see like a 2025 really weird reimagining of like Tall Geese from the Gundam Wing series.
Mm-hmm.
like tall geese mixed with like
That
Guyver.
it's mixed with that chicken robot from Fortnite.
Chicken robot.
Yeah, remember they did like the Gundam chicken costume?
No, I do not.
Chicken
Oh
jockey.
god.
I mean, the figure's cool and all. I like his joints, his accessories are neat. But like, I don't know, this like some of the paint just seems really slapped on.
I don't know if it was just like we weren't getting a good view.
I say it looked very just bland, like it didn't look like it was.
Yeah, there's really nothing to it. It's so I don't know. I've seen some of the other figures of this series, and I'm thinking, I don't know, that company shouldn't be so vocal against GI Joes because they're you got a good product, but at the same time, I think Hasbro still beats the shit out of it. So maybe not try to go after the leader that way. But and then this is not an official release, and I gotta say I probably paid almost the same price as for the accessory that I did the figure, and that's the movie Wolverine. This is Hasbro's movie Wolverine, but these are third-party bootleg arms that I picked up on AliExpress. No tariff, but they were expensive. I mean, they were like the price of a figure. So, but I needed them because, this will be the time that Hasbro says, "Hey, we're coming out with another Wolverine figure, and it's going to look like this."
I was like, I know they leaked that there's more from that movie coming out, but I don't know if they're like doing another Wolverine.
Yeah. Well, they would be dumb not to do this one.
Oh, 100%, but we've seen them make
But,
covers.
Yeah, I could see them doing that in like a 2-pack with somebody.
For third-party arms, like they did their stuff.
How hard was it to swap?
Yeah, they are awesome. I did not realize that until I did this, that the butterfly joints that are in there are just like McFarlane's. There's like a disc of plastic in there. You pop it out, and it's got the joint is just like
the floating ones
angled real hard. Yeah, and they that's what gives you the butterfly joint effect. So I don't know. I thought that was kind of interesting because I've never popped the arms off of a Marvel Legend in that way. At least a modern Marvel Legend. So
How hard was it to do the swap?
it was so easy. Like I got a hairdryer out and I really just went like a Lego. Really, it just like popped back together.
Well, that's good. 'Cause I know back in the day, I feel like they made them super difficult to take apart.
Oh yeah, they made them difficult to take them apart, and then like no head ball joint was the same size. It was like they were doing it on purpose so people couldn't customize things or something. I don't know what their deal was.
Because then you don't have to buy it when they re-release it with that update.
Right. So yeah, I really like that. All you got to do is literally search Wolverine arms on AliExpress if you're interested. But then I got a couple of things in the mail today, which another Masters Universe New Eternia Terror Claws. I really like how he looks because he looks so different, and I know a lot of people were like bitching because he looks different. I'm like, that's what this New Eternia is supposed to be. Like, it's not supposed to be, classics looks. It's
do
different.
that vintage line if you want to do that shit.
Right.
Yeah, bitch.
Fuck off.
My only complaint with it is like three fingers and a thumb on the claws instead of 4 fingers. Like that's always weird to me. Like, why would somebody make gloves who has 4 fingers? Would be like, yep, I'm making these gloves with 3 fingers. Like, it's just weird.
I mean, his fingers aren't extending down each of the claws.
He's like working them like a
puppeteer.
The original Terror Claws has 4.
Maybe
this is New Eternia.
Yeah, it's different, bitch. You want that 4-finger discount? You got to go back to Origins.
I just lobbed that one for you. There you go. And
is this what you got in the mail today that I was supposed to be excited about?
No, that's
okay.
The very last thing after this one. But another Transformers Vortex. We're doing combiners again.
Where'd you get that?
Amazon.
Okay.
So
I was gonna say your mama.
It's got a little sneak peek of Bruticus when you build them all in 2035. When it seems like they will come out. I don't know. They're getting Superion out real quick, but also, where is the G2 Motormaster? We're kind of waiting for that forever. Got 3 pieces of them just kind of chilling. But then my last thing, which I didn't expect to come, and my wife was like, what the hell? Like, you have no room left.
If this is what I think it is, I'm going to be so pissed.
Oh, I thought you'd be like, wow.
Soap pissed?
Why would I be happy for you?
Ooh.
Oh my god.
Did you get shipping notification?
No.
Okay.
Nothing.
It's Hasbro Pulse. What do you expect?
I haven't been able to open up anything, but
hey, at least
it
doesn't end up like that time that FedEx threw your shit in a ditch.
Yep. I'm really glad it wasn't for this. I almost feel like Hasbro's like, hey, this kind of stuff has to be certified deliveries. Like they have to do a little more.
Oh, did you have to sign for it?
No, I didn't even ask my wife if she'd sign for it. I
generally HasLabs you have to sign for.
Okay, well I came home and it was here, and
I know when I worked for FedEx, they had a thing where if you insured it for $500 or more, it required a signature. Beyond that, you had to like request it specifically.
To go back to what we were talking about before the show, we were talking about like how some of this stuff, it comes down in our basements and just sits. And I'm like, I just got off of work and I see this box and I'm like, oh crap, I gotta open this. I'm like exhausted. But I'll be opening that this weekend maybe. So
have enough money for your toys, but not enough energy.
Not enough energy.
I have the opposite problem.
You want to come over and open my Rattler up for me?
Sure. I'll come play with your toys. We'll sit on the floor. Play G.I. Joes.
Be like, we'll be eating
rattle
dinner.
these nuts.
What are those? What's those noises down there? Like it's just Michael playing.
He's here.
He's okay.
Meow.
I heard you, Nate.
I'll hit you, G.I. Joes.
What'd you say, Nate?
I'm done.
Nah,
I don't
Nate's
it's all
remember.
about rattling
for
something.
notifications.
I
Rattle that
usually
ass.
I will say when I got Victory Saber, I did not get a notification, but that's the only HasLab I didn't get notification of. So I'm a little salty.
It is weird to show up, and then I haven't seen anybody online talk about them yet either.
Nobody in Neotech has it because somebody posted about it yesterday, and everybody that answered said they didn't get theirs. So
Shit.
yeah,
Sell it now. Sell it now. It's hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, only picture people who have it on the way are going to pay double so they can get yours.
Yeah.
$9.
And then have theirs show up before yours shows up.
Right.
stranger things have happened.
I have no room. I have no room to put this on a shelf.
Hang it from
And-
the ceiling.
and
There's no
now-
way.
Now there is another HasLab coming, and I'm like, what am I gonna do?
Right,
With,
that
uh,
one's so cool. It comes with a
no
little camping set with the
Oh,
wieners and
dude.
everything.
Dude, I don't understand how I am this excited for a fucking snowcat, but
I don't
am.
even give a
Like,
shit
that
about the
vehicle,
snowcat. I want all the other
Yeah.
stuff.
It's so cool. It's such a cool set, and I think they knocked it out of the park, especially for something I am kind of lukewarm about.
Yeah, relatable. I don't
You're
care.
lukewarm about an Arctic vehicle?
Ah,
It's due to global
It's a global
warming.
warming joke.
I love it.
Oh man.
It's funny. It's so funny that Michael's like, if I had the money, I'd buy $300 Snowcat to get mini brands foods.
Yeah, but you don't have to.
True.
He doesn't have to worry about the blind box nature of it.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
get what I
yes,
want,
yeah.
and
He's
it's
paying
for
a
sure in
premium to
scale.
know.
and it's not gonna. And it's gonna be painted. It's not gonna just be like a plain plastic piece. Like,
Are you
Look at
sure about that?
You, like, go to the
hopefully-
store, you buy-
those wieners look they had like barbecue
$9.
marks on them.
Like, no,
Those are some grilled wieners, not.
you
that-
could pick some grilled wieners for 300 bones.
Yeah, and there's coffee and a campfire. There's all sorts of fun stuff.
Like, how funny is it that Hasbro is like, you know what's gonna get these dudes to fucking jizz in their pants? Cups. And like, there's 100 and some cups in the Cantina set. There's cups in this set. We're just like, yes, cups.
They're in scale.
Oh man. Back to chat. Night of OA, I'm sorry. Hell yeah, Danto's my fave because he's the best. We've already established this.
True that.
Cave Kai, I'm so annoyed that my Rattler isn't here. The wait is killing me slowly.
You're annoyed.
FedEx has never
Oh,
asked me to
guys.
sign it. They just put it at the door. Oof, that'd be scary.
Interesting. That's
I don't
rough.
like
Yeah.
that. Fig Fan Samurai,
Just
I
to
remember...
point out, just real quick, Corey, how far away do you think we live from each other? Like
30
15 minutes at most?
15 minutes. If I really want to see you, 8 minutes. I can
Yeah.
make it in 8 minutes.
So I'm just saying, mine should be here too soon too.
Yours was actually delivered to his house as well. He just didn't show the EST.
Probably.
Fig Fan
Probably.
Samurai, I remember having to sign for the Dragonfly and the Hiss tank because I had to clear my schedule for those days and stay home. Oof. You know, I'm pretty sure you could have had it held at a FedEx location if you have one near
You can, because the BFC and Chuck always does that.
Yeah, I had to do that
I would-
all the time for Mezco stuff because they always required signature, and it never come when I was home, so I had to have it
Yeah.
delivered to FedEx.
I don't know why I was so leery about doing that, but after I started doing it, I'm like, oh my God, this is so good.
Just pick it up on your way home.
Yeah, you know when you can go get it.
Yeah.
Yep.
The only thing when I did that with that thing, if that thing was one more inch bigger, I would not have been able to fit it in my car.
That is my concern with something like a HasLab. Smash Lab Creations sent us $5. Thank you.
Wow.
Shout out
Thank you,
to
man.
them.
Much
He
appreciated.
is actually the one who made my blue shipping crate that you see in a lot of my photos.
Oh,
yeah.
very
Yeah.
cool.
Nice.
So generous and talented.
Yes. Go check them out on Instagram. Cave Kai, the Snowcat legitimately looks so good. I like the tears, just look worth it. I think the tears are perfect. I've seen people complain about the character choices, but they make sense to me. That's fair.
My thing with that is like people are like, I want Blizzard and I want Sub-Zero, but like those are characters that should come out in the main line.
Yeah,
like,
you don't want to put like main characters in this. You want them to be like
other than the
things that you don't need.
drivers or the pilots.
Yeah.
Like I like the fact that it's variations on characters we already have.
Yeah.
That's cool.
You want variations, or you just want generic things. You don't want things that you want in the
Right.
main line. Like
you don't want crucial because you
Yeah.
don't want to have somebody to pay $324 just because they want Blizzard.
or pay $100 on eBay when it comes out because you didn't.
Frostbite is totally different because
Michael's selling
he
it.
comes with the Snowcat. Like that's like a thing. So yeah, I agree. And then that Biovac, the Biovac, or however you say it, I love that because I love that as a kid. I think it's so cool and adds so much texture and realism to your displays and/or toy photography. And if you like toy photography,
Oh, you're not going to go through the ad again?
no, I was.
One's enough. Okay.
One-
Speaking of which, Brian Carr, who is the man behind Toytography Mag, is in the chat. What's up, guys? How's it going, man?
Oh.
Hopefully he actually heard the actual ad read and not me just.
And not
you just be like, I'm not doing it. Oh,
Because I
that's
did
funny.
do it once already.
That's funny. Eric the Meh for the first time in forever. Miss seeing you, Nate. The masculine face, or that masculine face. Glad to see you all here. Michael. ... I see that you're still alive.
Ooh.
Do you know about Eric the Man, Corey?
I think this was before his time. I don't think he's been.
Oh yeah.
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 He hasn't been around since Corey's been around. So
I don't. Not that I've.
Holy shit.
this person who we think is Nate's mom
Still don't know who it is.
has
Yeah, big
roasted
fan.
me on almost every live stream.
I think justly.
Yeah. Excuse you. And I'm not convinced it's not Nate's mom. But then apparently
I'm
you
not
showed
either.
up and
That's the
Eric
thing.
Met disappeared. So maybe it was you all this time.
We thought. Yeah. I think
We
we
thought-
did think it was you.
Like this makes more sense now because like it's kind of like Superman. You never see him in the same place at the same time until suddenly the night, and you're looking down like you're like on your phone.
You're looking at your.
So you're typing out messages in the chat.
Oh shit! Is this a Kaiser Soze moment?
He just remembered the login
Is
today.
Corey gonna get up and start limping and then like not limp anymore?
Oh man, we've got Taven.
Corey, are you
in
limp
the,
anymore?
Huh?
Wait,
Is Corey not limp anymore?
I
Are you
mean, he
not
hasn't
limp?
denied it once. So
you do have to answer that question.
We can't hear you.
No, you got to come off
Right.
of mute.
No, I was like, do I not limp anymore? It's like,
No, are you
Am I
not limp anymore?
Oh,
That's
Right.
the question.
it's your wiener is what he's talking about.
You're talking about.
Well, of course,
talking
he's
about
not. He
your-
has this rattler.
Yeah.
yeah.
Be rattling
yeah.
that ass. We've got
If you
Taven
guys
in the
don't-
chat.
You guys don't want to get any further right now.
He says, "What's up, toy collectors? I'm not even a GI Joe fan. That HasLab is mind blowing. Crossing my fingers that they make big vehicles a norm, and the playsets. I mean,
So far, they're doing a pretty good job for
Yeah.
what it is, and it's funny because they're able to do what Black Series couldn't do because Black Series tried to do that with
Which doesn't
vehicles
think
and
that
stuff.
would be a thing. Like people would want that.
Right.
But I guess when you have
Right,
two
but
different
especially-
scales actively at the same
Well-
time, it makes it.
I think at that point they were kind of purposely like kind of kneecapping the vintage collection at that time because that was either when it wasn't happening or it was just real shitty. So like they were trying to do it and it just didn't take off. But I mean,
To be
Yeah.
fair, people had already been
But
collecting for 20 something years at
true
that
that.
3 3/4 scale, so they already had other vehicles in that scale. So why would you want to start over? So I don't blame them
I mean, why does anybody buy anything over again? We all do it
because we're
so.
sad on the inside and it fills that hole in our heart.
Or we
Brian,
don't have a choice.
Brian does say no comment. LOL.
Yeah,
I will also say that Rancor HasLab was a joke. Like
It was bad.
Their
It was
stretch goals-
bad.
Their stretch goals were cardboard, and
And some
one of
bones.
their
There were some bones.
was 800 or whatever number they put through out there. They were like 800 paint applications. Like, come on, you're not joking. You're not kidding anybody with this. Like, you guys make toys for a living. You're not gonna make everybody go ooh with paint. Like it was bad. It was done bad on a lot of
Because
levels.
wasn't that one $300 and it was like 4 years ago? Like that's pretty pricey for what that was.
Yeah.
Well,
And
if it's
you know, I
4 years
know
ago-
that scale with 6-inch figures, but for some reason when I looked at it, I was like, it doesn't look like it is.
To be fair, that was like in the midst of the pandemic, so people had a bunch of money and free time, so they were just trying to take advantage of it.
That was the perfect time for it to be.
But you know what else is a perfect time? It's a perfect time for me to take my turn, so we aren't here until midnight.
The Biovac is way cooler than the patches.
I love these patches though. That's cool.
They're cool.
I've got Potato Head Godzilla.
Whoa!
He's adorable.
How did I get skipped? You were last.
It doesn't matter. We only play to decide who goes first, not second. Once whoever goes first, it goes back and circles around.
Oh, so it always goes back to you. Okay.
Yeah, I'm always second. That's been the thing. Like, unless I win, I'm always second.
You were always second when it was just me and you playing a numbers game.
Yeah,
so you're right.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Enjoy being third. Anyway, so I was at Target a week ago, and they randomly had 2 of those Godzilla mystery minis from Funko. And before I wouldn't buy them because they were like $9. I was like, fuck that. But they were on clearance and they were $7. So I was like, okay, $2 off. I'll justify it. I'll take the risk. And I managed to get the 2 of the 3 I wanted. So I'm pretty happy. I got Godzilla and Mechagodzilla. The only other one I would have wanted would have been Ghidorah, and I could live without that. So I'm pretty happy. 2 for 2.
And you will.
Yeah. Because I'm not going to buy any more of those. Because there's not really many of the other characters I want from that line. Like, I already... Like, these are cool. I prefer the way they used to do them. So back when they did the horror ones, they did a Godzilla, and I think this is the best mystery mini they've ever done.
Yep.
Like, that looks amazing.
That was great.
Compared to this, it's just, it's not even a competition. Like, I don't know what happened, if they just fired those designers or what, but they've
more likely the case.
Not as great as they used to be.
Real quick, Corey, if you're gonna show anything from the Rattler, you need to let me know because I want to close my eyes.
Oh, okay. I won't show anything.
Don't you already know what's coming in it?
But I want to experience it myself. That's why I didn't watch the unboxing video because I want to unbox it.
That's fair.
But you can show anybody else. I'll just.
I bought some floral wire.
All right. What is this? Is this weekly purchase or showing my grocery
I'm going to
list?
show you. I'm going to show you why I bought it though.
Okay, that's
because
fair.
I wanted to make some webs.
Did you do this by hand?
I did this by hand.
Wow.
Oh, okay. I've
really
seen
good.
like doing the drill, and like
so I made the little like effect that came with Maximum Spider-Man that looks like the stuff from Marvel vs. Capcom.
I'm shocked that that's not like.
Yeah,
it's pretty steady.
Yeah,
I mean it's wobbly because you're moving, but like.
But yeah, no, it's pretty sturdy.
It's impressive.
Surprisingly, like it was a pain in the ass to make this part, but like the normal web was fucking cakewalk. But yeah,
like that.
Todd
McFarlane would like that.
Oh, I'm sure.
It looks like no joke. That looks better than his statue.
Yeah, so I still have, as you can see, a shit ton. So I'm gonna make a bunch and have some fun because, yeah, I always see people make it, and I've bought some in the past, but usually it's nothing like it doesn't have as big and like the Todd McFarlane-ified like wrap. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm happy.
Plus, those even the best import companies, they just don't have the detail on them.
Yeah, because like the Mofex ones look cool, but the problem is they're just they're stiff and they're short, so like there's only so much you can do with them.
Yeah.
Where like these,
those look really good
because I have an entire thing. I can make it as long as I want. I can have that thing wrap around the fucking room twice if I wanted. So like yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm gonna try to make the little Marvel vs. Capcom like sperm that he shoots out that came with the Maximum Spider-Man. I'm gonna try to figure out a way to make that. I don't know how I'm going to do it yet, but I'm going to figure it out. because I don't like using that little itty bitty stand they gave you with it, because then Spider-Man essentially has to be like on the ground. Versus that, I can make a little loop that goes around the peg, and he'll hold it. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. And of course, while doing that, I had to use my lovely nips.
Thanks for showing
Nice nips, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They look pretty hard.
They are always hard and reliable. Always make sure to have your nips on hand.
Hard nips.
That was an awesome shirt, by the way.
It still is an awesome shirt. It is still available on tpublic.com.
I have one.
Yeah.
It's still available.
I thought they were going to sell like gangbusters, honestly.
We sold like 25 of them. So like we sold a decent amount. I was shocked. I thought it was going to be literally just like the two of you. I didn't think anyone else was going to buy it.
It's just so clever.
It was.
Yeah,
it was
out there, but
I'm really proud.
I'm sure we weren't the first ones to think of it, but
we're not the first ones to think of it, but I think we're the first ones to make a shirt out of it because
I
haven't seen any others. So let me get this. Oh god, I have a pile of stuff next to me. Our wonderful friend in the chat, Taven, who has done a Toy Therapy with us. Go check that out when you're done watching this. He talked about, during that Toy Therapy, some of his diorama stuff that he does. Specifically, he makes these wonderful little palettes.
Those are cool.
And, like, these, like, feel really, like, legit. Like, it doesn't feel like balsa wood or anything. Like, it, like, has that same kind of feel as like a palette would. It almost feels like it should be dirty. Like it has like a texture to it. And you can get multiple colors. I chose just like a charcoal and like a brown. Cool thing about these is they come in sets. So you get a plain one, then you get a destroyed one.
Oh, cool.
So each one of these, he makes them different every time. He smashes it and then puts it back together. So I've got that one, and I've got this one, which this one is a little more indented. It also, because it has stuff on the bottom, it like kind of lifts up a little bit, so that way it's at an angle. But let me show you, figure out how to angle this. So like you can have dudes just like head first crashing.
Damn it, Deadpool.
So like yeah, I've been playing with that all day. Definitely making a video with it. It's because everybody needs to know how great they are and go.
Yeah, those are very cool.
Go buy them. But he was so kind because I ordered those from him. He included a special little extra gift for me, and I appreciate it. He sent me this kind of longer one.
Oh, sweet.
Nice.
And
Well, it's like almost like a crate top.
Right? And it also almost like could be like a barrier fence kind of thing, too.
Mm-hmm.
But, of course, you get the broken one as well. So...
Someone getting tossed into that. Like, through it.
Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with
I can see the Hulk.
Like, smashing his fist through it, yeah.
Yeah.
Or those would be good for windows in, like, a zombie display.
Ooh, yeah, like boarded up windows, yeah. Yeah, so I've had those came in on like Monday, so he had told me he added something extra, and I was curious, but I resisted until today to open everything and play with it.
Oh,
just because I didn't have time and I knew I'd want to to mess with it, and so it's been sitting in the studio here, and I'm just like, come on Wednesday, come on day off. So yeah, super excited about that. Yeah, my aside from the Godzilla stuff, mine was a lot of just like kind of customized stuff. Heavy this week.
Always fun though,
which I enjoy. Yep. Let's get to the chat real quick before we move on. So, speaking of which, Taven, because of new collectors? ? I'm not sure what we're referring to on that one. That was a minute ago.
Maybe like buying new toys or re-releasing something. I would assume that has.
Based off of the timestamp, it was about 6 or so minutes ago.
Probably
so before I start, maybe HasLabs. Maybe the Star Wars Black Series?
Star Wars vehicles?
Maybe that's what
it was. That could have been.
He said, nice, those webs look dope. Thanks, man. And he said, if you're interested in how to make them, I will make a video on it. Thank you for the shout out. Of course, man. Yeah, make a video. I think people would love to watch that. I'm going to make a video just telling people how great they are and showing them to people. So, like, do it. Yeah.
I need to order one just to have Jack Black coming up out of it.
I'll have to try that boarded window idea. Ooh, he's gonna make some boarded windows. That's fun.
Yeah.
That would be really cool.
Make a whole Evil Dead cabin.
Especially if you make them so that way, like, you can maybe like
porch.
stick them on like the turtle diorama, that street diorama, kind of like they did for the last Ronin display at San Diego.
Oh yeah, with all the barbed
Well,
wire.
yeah.
Yeah.
Good. That's a good idea.
Mm-hmm. That is
All right.
all I have, Jarmar. So you can finally
right.
take your turn now that I have selfishly
Jeez.
finished mine.
Well, I don't have anything, so
Well, I'm glad that we made you go third then.
I'm joking. So one thing, the first thing I got here, a lot of this was actually, did I show it? No, we haven't done this in a while, so I don't remember. No, I don't remember because I was gonna give somebody shit about it. So no, I definitely did not. So in the intro, for a while now, I was always the layer of shipments.
I know what this
right?
is.
And I wonder how I got that title. We can't even remember. We don't even need
Oh,
to go
I
back
remember.
that
I'll
far.
tell you. It's because I lived in Arizona.
No,
and
we
you
don't
would-
tell it.
You would
We
send,
don't
you
need
would
to know.
send me things when you'd find them,
However-
and I'd have to
No.
continually
Let's
beg for you to
go.
send them.
However,
Trust me, Eric doesn't want to hear this story from you.
yeah.
Let's-
Yeah. I don't even know what I don't even know what this is.
Yeah, but either way, I ended up with this title unjustly, some may say.
Just-
But he's not getting. You don't have the time to defend yourself, anyways, Michael. But now,
That's my-
there was something that I was waiting for a while, and I just was like, I'm probably not gonna get it. Knowing Michael, it's probably already sold. So I ended up picking it up again. Actually, funny enough, Wes had it as well because he saw it and picked it up, and he was like, "Hey, I knew you were looking for this." And then I was like, "What? When did I ever tell you that?" So at some point, I had.
It wasn't
two
just
of
me who
these.
thought you were looking for it.
Oh,
Yeah, but
Oh,
what it is,
this sounds
is
so
it's-
familiar. This sounds
Wait.
so familiar.
oh, this is
it?
completely different.
Completely
what-
different.
what-
than
This
the
is-
shredder right here.
It's also another
Shredder
shredder, by the way.
You,
But-
and then you bought it anyway.
Completely different.
You
said
see,
you
you're
had
noticing a
to-
trend. Who's the
I
real
didn't
villain?
buy it. I didn't buy that. My
No, on
wife
your
bought that.
side. I was on your side until now. Now I'm like,
My wife bought that. That was completely different. But yeah, I finally have the, I want to say 2.0 version is what I would say of Shredder, the Tomb Shredder.
it's so better.
Yeah,
Is
I
it-
like it a lot. I was trying to mess around with it. I literally just opened it and bagged everything up, and then I haven't really like messed around with posing it. And since I came back down here, it is kind of cold down there, so maybe I'll give it that excuse. But these legs are so tight. I'm afraid to like even bend the knees at all. So I'm just gonna leave them like this for now. But
For the
it
record,
is
you
so
made
much
zero
better.
effort to try to meet up with me for this. You were heavily relying on me driving an hour down and
Well, no,
delivering it
you
by
had
hand.
said at one time you're like, I'm gonna be down in that area or something, and then I was like, oh, okay, cool. Whenever you make it down, and then you were like, oh wait, I don't think I'm gonna make it. I was like, oh, okay.
I think that was when my fucking car
It was
broke
like,
down.
I don't know. It was like
So I was
a
like, yeah,
month
I'm not going to
later.
make it Wednesday. I don't have the means of getting there. My car's getting fixed.
So you were mentioning selling stuff. I was like, I bet you he sold that shredder.
No, it's still sitting over there in the corner in the box.
I need to.
I never
need to
even
see
made the
photo.
video of it. Like, ironically, it's just still sitting there.
But
Meanwhile-
yeah, it's pretty awesome. The funny thing though is I look back, I opened this and I was like, oh, this is cool. Yeah, it looks really great. And I was like, I feel like it looks though pretty much about the same. And then I looked at the other one on the shelf and was like, oh no,
No.
it is not the
It is
same at all.
it is a huge
It
difference. It is an
a
upgrade.
big difference. Big difference. Second item on the list, I feel like HSN. This is something. This is another like anime thing. So you guys can go to sleep or glaze over or whatever you normally do. But this is actually SH Figure Art, so you might be excited about this. But I just recently got, if I can hold it up here without it falling, this is Bakugo, or other known as the Great Explosion Murder God Dynamite is his name and at this point. But anyways, from My Hero Academia, whatever you may think of the anime, this is a fucking awesome ass toy. Like so
No,
fucking
it
cool.
totally is.
It's like
I like
it's
his grenade
insane.
hands.
Yeah, I
he's a
don't know anything
little.
about that show, but it looks great.
I'll show like this, so maybe. Yeah, this doesn't really have. Anyways, this is really awesome. These come off, so you can do like a regular form or whatever. You can take off. This is like his
God form.
great explosion, murdered God dynamite. It's a funny joke, and it's actually a really good payoff joke at the end, like sort of towards the end of the series, and he mentions it. It's really good. Anyways, yeah, you have the blast effect hands, so you can pop these off, maybe. Like the blast effects come off of his hands, so you get
Oh,
two
okay.
hands that are like that, and then two have the pegs in it. These come off as well. His like grenade gauntlet things. You can kind of take everything off of his suit, so he's just kind of like in casual mode as well. Comes with like multiple faceplates and stuff, but it's just such a fun figure. And then I did get like the Deku a couple months ago, so I had these two. I think that's pretty much all I'm gonna do. Got to get the best bros. So that was it. Exciting.
So that's awesome.
What else do I have? Oh, well, Corey, you already alluded to this, so I'll show these. You got my turtles.
Oh,
Nice.
you got him too.
Yep.
Right on.
Yep. So I got Leo in a cool little pose. I'll do a little 360 there. Cool.
Well, now I feel bad because I showed off Donatello, and I feel like you were going to show off Donatello.
Oh no, I was just showing
Still
off 4 of them. Yeah, Donatello.
Oh man,
100% right. With the goggles are completely dumb. Like, I mean, I get it, but they're dumb. They're dumb. My opinion of this line, I like them, and they do pose well, so they're cool. I'll show my Raph. Pretty cool.
Screaming at the
I like
sky.
it. I mean, the way they're posed together, it's kind of cool.
I feel like he's saying, "Damn."
He's like, fuck.
I mean,
my
I know he
knees."
did. I know he didn't say that in the cartoon, but damn is
And
his
then-
go-to.
Then Mikey. It was pretty cool as well. And you would be asking, why am I not, posing him with the cool effects? Yeah, because I just couldn't think of a pose in the time when I was
Oh, I
playing
thought you were
with
saying
him.
because they broke already, and I was like, fuck.
No. I think sturdy-wise, they're pretty good. The only thing, and I think, who did I open up first? I think it was Mikey is who I opened up first. But I kind of looked at it and was like, man, it just don't feel. I mean, they don't have like the NECA detailed color pop ish thing going on with
Super
it, which
7,
is
they
fine.
usually
I mean,
don't put a lot
it
of
doesn't
paint.
have
It's
to be
just,
that.
it's just molded in whatever color.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I mean,
there's no paint on him
at all. And I'll kind of give it a pass, but then I think of like, God, how much these fucking things were a piece. It's just,
55, and how much you
but
got with it. Like, I remember back when these were
that's the second
35
part.
or
That's the other
40,
thing.
and you got 37 hands, 8 different versions
This
of each
is-
weapon, the
is
shell
it.
phone. Yeah.
You're telling me I got a phone, 2 hands, and a head. Like, okay, and the goggles. Like, that's it? Like, I couldn't get a little, I mean, I don't know. Like, it's whatever. It's whatever. But it's whatever, I guess. But I like them. I don't get me wrong. I absolutely love them, I should say. I just am like kind of thinking like, damn, man, like I don't get shit else for $55 or 56, I think is what mine were from Big Bad Toy Store with the tariff pricing. So I was like, you guys went up like $1 and some change. But
Speaking of
either way,
Big Bad Toy Store,
love
they are
them.
like pricing all of their import stuff, so it has to have that deposit now. Like
automatically?
Yeah, like everything on there from the like most recent like Tamashii Nations Bandai stuff, all of it that I saw you had to have a like non-refundable deposit. So they must be.
Oh, you saying the non-refundable deposit? I see what you're saying.
that probably pays for the tariff to get it into the country, and then if you're like, oh, I don't want it, then at least they paid for the tariff to.
I think it's just
over.
because they're tired of being used as everyone's backup bitch. So let's face it, we all use them as like a just in case it doesn't show up from somewhere faster, and if they don't show up fast enough, then we cancel it and get it somewhere else.
That's fair.
Since you don't.
I mean, I only pre-ordered the turtles through here because I was like, nah, I probably won't end up keeping it, and then I just randomly got charged. I was like, oh, okay, I'm getting them, which I do want them. I don't want.
Yeah, it was kind of funny though, because I feel like it was very strange. Entertainment Earth and Super 7 were the only places that shipped them at first for like a week and a half, and then finally everyone else started getting them.
So I actually sold all of my original 2000 turtle collection just to buy these ones, because I was like, they're pretty dated looking now, and I was like, I don't really display those at all. Like, and I want these at some capacity, so
That's a move.
yeah.
I don't have a lot from that. Most everything I have is hung up on my wall.
I mean, the only thing I have is my Sam Riegel signed one.
And it's like probably one of my favorite of the Turtles, though. Really, right out of high school, watching that and be like, man, they nailed this.
I think that one's my number 3. As far as like TV and movie.
What's
You
your
put
number
movie
one?
in that with it? Go ahead. Yeah, just tell us real quick.
Like my number 1 would be 2012.
Nate, like
Number 2 would be the first movie, and number 3 would be 2003 Turtles.
Oh,
yeah.
And if we include comics,
I would
everything
put the first movie up there. I put some like modern movies over the first movie. I think the most recent one was actually pretty awesome. I mean,
oh yeah, I feel like that movie was like the look of those, and just in general, that movie was probably like top 5 worthy. It's just not my top 3.
Yeah. That's fair.
I would
Rise
say
is so good.
2012 is my favorite rendition as well.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Naka needs to
Nate
fucking release those.
Says who fucking cares? And I just
And he's like, fuck your turtles, it's late and I want to show my toys.
Are you done? Because I got like
Yeah.
5 minutes to show off everything.
Oh please, we don't have a
Oh
fucking
shit! It's almost
we don't have
midnight.
a time.
It's 11:30 already.
We go until we go. Like
Anyway, let me
Guys,
show a few
guys.
things because
I'm gonna
I didn't
switch
get
this
anything
off.
for a while. And then I
you've
just
been
got a bunch
bitching
of
in our
stuff
chat
randomly.
for like a while that
Yeah.
like you haven't gotten any toys.
Yeah, so like one of the first things I did get was Heavy Duty.
Ooh,
And
I
he
keep seeing
just-
that. I want it.
Is awesome. He's just awesome. I don't know how else to explain it.
Like,
Like
he
you
looks
get
like
all
he's
this
in
stuff.
the Alien movies.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he looks like Apone. He probably was a ripoff of that. So,
more like
You
a
know.
tablet, not
or
a
at least
phone.
the Kenner version of it. It was.
Yeah, his apparatus there definitely looks like a space
Yeah.
Kenner thing, which is why he's awesome.
Yeah, but he's just great. The level of detail, the fun stuff, and I'm going to say only, and I understand the irony on it, but this was only 35. When you compare it to something else that I bought for 35 with a coupon, it doesn't quite.
Do both guns not have the little like
It's 50.
gun ammo ribbon?
No. Well,
No,
you can put it on either side, but it's only got one.
Oh.
No, push it through.
Oh, push it through and then connect it.
Push it.
That doesn't make any sense.
No, it's just one piece, and you push
Right.
it all the way through, and then it's supposed to look like it's 2 pieses. If you looked at the instructions, I was like, "Whoa, that's."
I didn't get any instructions.
I didn't know
Yeah.
toys came with instructions anymore. I remember when I got
There was, like,
the
a
Phoenix
little
figure, I had to figure that
I
shit out
did.
myself.
I was actually
Oh,
kind of mad because this whole apparatus is kind of difficult. Like I was bitching about the fact there was no instructions to my wife, and like all the Origins figures came with that stupid same printed piece of paper to show that the body parts came off. Like who gives a shit? And like I couldn't get instructions in this, and then they had instructions.
I swear there's like some picture on there, and it was like, take this piece of gray plastic and push it through. Like there was like an arrow, and it was like, push it all the way through this thing.
All right, well I'll check that out. Then I'll show off. Yeah, because Corey already did, and I will just let you know the figure itself sucks. Like these things are too big. So he doesn't really articulate well, so he just kind of stands there. It's not that great. I was disappointed in him big time because I like the look of him, but yeah, he's just not that. But apparently one of the most coveted Masters figures right now. I do have Blade thanks to Corey because he alerted me that Big Bad Toy Store had it, so I got it, and he's awesome. So
on my Blade.
Does he? Does he make people call him Daddy? Does he have a safe word?
no, why?
He also
Why?
kind of gives me Professor X vibes, but
Because he has a whip.
I'm saying yeah because he has a whip and he's covered in leather. I don't know where Jarmar's getting Professor X.
That's
You don't have
chainmail, not leather. Not that he isn't a good time daddy.
What's
It's chainmail.
the actor's name?
I have no idea.
He's
No,
talking about Professor X. He's
Professor
talking
X.
about Patrick Stewart.
Fox
Oh,
first.
Patrick
Patrick
Stewart.
Stewart. He
Oh,
gives me
okay.
Patrick Stewart vibes.
James
All right.
McAvoy.
How often do you see Patrick Stewart with an eye patch, in chainmail, and a flame whip?
You never saw that episode of Star Trek?
What's up, chat? I also got these. So I didn't open them yet.
This is Scorpion.
Ooh, the ninja guy looks cool.
Yeah, I didn't open them yet. And then I also got this guy, which I didn't open yet, but I got the Frag Viper.
Ooh, he's creepy.
Yeah. So I'm excited to open them. I just got them yesterday, and then I haven't opened them. What I did open, though, is Blowtorch, and he blows, just like every version of him ever.
Yeah, I saw
He
you
just-
complaining about that. Like, what's wrong with him? Like,
He sucks. Look at him.
I mean, it's a
What am I supposed
it's
to
a
do
dude
with
with
him?
a blowtorch. Like, what did you expect?
Yeah,
Oh, if he was
I
blowing.
should learn, but like, because I've never liked this figure.
Then why'd you
Never.
keep it?
Like, I don't know.
I'll be honest, he kind of looks like a Kenner Space Marine.
Yeah. But
I mean,
well,
he
I
looks
will
dumb
say-
because of like the costume just looks very weird. But
Yeah.
like,
But he's also like just the colors is
but-
weird.
yeah,
I will say, like, he was never in the cartoon or in the comic much, but this was one of my absolute favorite figures as a kid. So to finally get the updated version, like, I just loved it. I used this figure for everything. He fought against dinosaurs, Jason and Freddy. He infiltrated, massive underground. I don't even know. He did everything when I was a kid because I didn't always play G.I. Joe with my G.I. Joes. Sometimes I just made up whole things, and this guy was always my go-to guy, and that's Dial Tone. I just loved his
He
beret
looks
and his
cool.
gun. He is awesome, and I finally got him. But the funny thing is this wave, his wave shipped in January, right before I had my foot surgery, and I just got the fourth figure, this past 2 weeks,
damn.
which is crazy. So he sticks pretty close to the vintage one, which in this case, I don't mind that because, like I said, I loved that figure. So I'm excited. He was on my top 10 list. Those who remember that one way back in the day. I also got
prediction one where you were like ones that you think are going to come out.
and ones I wanted to see.
That's what, yeah.
Yeah. And then I also got this hot lady, Pamela
Beautiful.
Voorhees. Yeah.
I can fix her.
I think that was great.
No,
That is the best
she can
thing
fix you.
ever.
Yeah.
I love it. It's so awesome. I love that we have it. I love that we have confirmation that they're going to be doing more Friday the 13th. I will show off. I ran into 2 clearance deals that I was pumped
Ooh.
about, but I didn't open them because they were like,
I keep
I don't know,
seeing
it's
other
just when I
people
was out
post
at work.
stuff and I can never find any good ones.
yeah. So I got Tatsu for $20.
It's not bad.
How crazy
Yeah.
is that?
Yeah.
People were losing their shit when that first came out.
Right?
Yeah. And obviously
Dropping-
patience paid off on that one because I got it for
That's
$20. And then
insane.
I wasn't even planning on getting this one, but I came across it for 15.
The Fez, yeah.
So
yeah.
I would buy it. 15.
yeah. So they only had one. There's another Walmart near me that has it marked down to 25, but I don't know if you want to pay for that. But the last thing I'll show off, this is something I have been excited to get. But this was expensive, more expensive than it needed to be.
More expensive
For
than
what it
$35?
is. Yeah. So I got
Ooh.
the Superman from the new movie. I got it at GameStop. He was originally $39.99. Member price was $37.99, and I used my monthly $5 coupon, so I got it down to like 33 or whatever, 32. But yeah, even at Walmart, these are like $34.99, $35.99 or something like that. So I don't know when all of a sudden these McFarlane figures went up to this much, but I'm only planning on getting Superman for right now anyway. So
So,
Do you remember when Todd was the hero of the people and he was
Right,
never going to raise his
right.
prices and
Yeah.
everyone just
You
fucking
got crypto
gobbled
in
that
there.
knob all the time? Like,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. That is...
Yeah.
Get an extra figure.
You're getting a dog statue.
Dog. Yeah.
And he doesn't even fucking, like, have articulation. At least G.I. Joe, when you pay that kind of money, you get a fucking animal that has elbow joints and ankle joints and tail moves
I
and the
don't
head
want to
fucking
hear
moves.
anything. I paid almost $60 for this.
Yeah,
This
that's
is
true.
what I
Too, but
got with him.
I just didn't expect it from McFarlane to be this much, but whatever.
Yeah, because Todd, like,
Well,
talks so
I
much
feel-
shit and, like, man...
I just didn't
you
hear
so
anything
much-
about these being this much. I just was kind of like,
Yeah,
oh
so
shit.
I thought they were gonna be like the normal like 25 to 30.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like the
I thought-
dirty one is.
too, but it's a
well,
huge jump, no joke. I'm glad
I
not buying it.
I thought that these deluxe theatrical editions, I thought they were going to be like the collector's edition. So like 30. I was like, okay, 30. But yeah, $39.99. But Superman has been tough to find. But I guess Walmart's been having these huge shippers, but not any Walmarts in my area. I've checked them all.
Which, if you're not wanting the crypto dog, just wait for the Ross exclusive.
Oh my
The Ross
God,
exclusive,
right?
though, has a plastic cape, or at least a non-wired cape. It looks pretty crappy.
Yeah.
I'm wondering how much that's going to be, though.
My understanding it's
there
supposed to be
is-
like more than the normal release. It's supposed to be like 25 or some shit.
Well, I don't know, because there is a regular version coming out, and I think some places have it without crypto and the faceplates. It's $24.99.
The Ross one comes with nothing and is like on a blister card. It's like he put it in a Ziploc bag and just
Pretty
Mhm.
much.
Yeah, there's like 3. There's like comic Superman and comic Batman too. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Ross exclusives.
Yeah, Ross is like trying to raise prices because they're like, wait, people want this shit?
Yeah.
And it's
Well,
like,
they
no,
don't
we
realize-
want it
they
because
don't
it's
realize.
cheap. We don't want it
Yeah.
because like it's
You have
it's,
it.
it's there because we didn't want it the first time at the original price. So like,
Yeah, it's not like we suddenly became like, oh, this Ross place is the best. I can't wait to pay more.
yeah, no.
I think that's going to backfire.
Yeah. Oh, it will. Maybe we'll see shit at Ollie's again.
They don't have enough shelf space, okay? They
yeah,
would have to
Ollie's
put
is flooded with
They're still
starting
sitting on this
lineup
stuff
and
from 2 years ago.
Eternals and Age of
Yeah.
Apocalypse and Black Series. Like they have no room. They can't even give away this shit. I remember when they had the Eternals were like buy one get one free and they were like $5 each. Like they cannot get rid of them.
I think it's landfill time at this point.
I think it's throw them in the furnace time. Like
throw them in the pit.
Which will then be hilarious because then they'll like a lot of stuff they'll end up being worth money because there's not as many of them out there. Like they got destroyed and shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
when only 5 people bought them, like that's fair.
Which I was one of them. I was an idiot.
I mean,
Or-
I
didn't pay-
considered it for some of the
No.
head sculpts just because it'd be cool to have some of those actors and just like put them on suit bodies or
Right.
something like that. But I was just like, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah. I didn't
got-
pay full price, but I paid more than I could have.
I got mine opening weekend at Walmart for that $10 price, which made no sense.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh,
And I don't regret.
Taven is taking off. He said good night. Have a good night, man.
Have a good night.
All right.
Speaking of chat, man, we are a little behind here. Cave Kai still
Michael,
waiting
or-
on.
Yeah, he's fun.
No, I was gonna say. I meant to say Nate is in the chat saying good night.
Yeah. Cave Guy still waiting on Dial Tone from Big Bad Toy Store. I did secure a pre-order from Hasbro Pulse recently, but IG that's coming in October. Taven, LOL, I can fix her. Fig Fan Samurai, I feel like the biggest mark for paying $40 for that Superman. Yeah, I was not gonna pay $35 for that robot. See that I would have paid like for the robot before Superman, to be honest, because that robot's cool and it's Alan Tudyk. Even though he'd be cool to have. Ross ones are $15. I'm curious to see if that's what they end up at.
I mean, I could. I
At
could
least
go
initially.
around that price.
Yeah, regular Superman was $22.99 at Target, but then went up to $24.99, and Amazon had it at $29.99. Pay more for less, Ross, from Eric the and then, ironically, Nathan, my city just gotten all these. Surprisingly, there's no Marvel Legends or Black Series. Well, that might be a good thing. That means you're probably going to get new stock that none of us get because all of ours are flooded with the same shit from the past 3 years.
Imagine working at that store and being like, oh, this is awesome. And then the other store, it's like, why the fuck are we not sending this to them?
Yeah. Which,
What's
I
a
mean,
Marvel
any other
Legend?
retailer, that's how it would work, is they'd be like, okay, we got a new location.
Flood 'em.
Let's send all this shit over there. So that way, see if it sells in that new area. One of those Hong Kong stores has the Ross Figs at $15. Well, that means it's probably more than that, because I feel like anytime you have the, like, overseas stores listing prices, it ends up
They can't be any more than 20 or there's no need for it. Like,
It's just, I feel like, do you think it's just that Ross, like you said, is just kind of like tone deaf?
Oh, 100%.
And they're like, hey, we'll pay whatever. Like, just give us an exclusive.
They're like, they fronted the money so Todd McFarlane could make these figures for them as a meme, and they're gonna fucking try to make that money back, thinking that they're like hot shit now, not realizing why people shop there.
What kind of blows my mind though is like, why would you announce them right now? With like, I get the comic Superman and comic Batman. Maybe do that like first, but why would you put a movie Superman in there already? Like, that doesn't make any sense at all.
Because Todd thinks it's funny because people love Ross, so he convinced them to pay for a figure, so he can make.
do you have some sort of information on this, or this is just?
No, this is just because that's the only reason I can imagine making a Ross exclusive is because of the meme.
Michael is a odd whisperer. He knows exactly what that means.
I mean, he's not a very difficult man to figure out. He walks around barefoot and thinks weird shit's funny and makes figures of weird joints.
Oh, wow.
It's not that difficult.
What kind of joints?
I know you're not a fan of him, but
I'll be a fan of him if he ever releases my goddamn power armor that he fucking showed off on during the stupid video game week on IGN.
That was like a month ago.
I know. I'm fucking mad about it.
It's my power suit. I want it now.
I've been waiting for him to use this fucking. I've been waiting for this fucking license that he purchased, like,
power suit
from Fallout.
The power armor.
The power armor.
Fallout.
Yeah, fucking 2020. He announced that he had the Skyrim and Doom and Fallout and something else. All of those licenses. Did fucking nothing with them for 5 years, except for those stupid statues that he did for the show.
Maybe he thought a new game was coming.
And then he finally teases a fucking action figure from the game, not even from the fucking show. And he has put everything else up for pre-order since then that they revealed during that thing.
Video game development is hard, Michael. And
And I am big mad.
Figure based on the video game.
Or maybe he was like, you know what? All of my efforts is going to go into DC since I'm not going to have the license in a year.
I mean, that's fair.
And then now that he gets to lean on, like he's got to start selling. He's got to start selling this other shit now because that's going away.
Is there a candle that is the smell of?
Todd
Maybe it's
McFarlane's
probably not
sweat?
safe.
fresh action
No,
figures.
but fresh action figure smell is just.
That's,
sure
that's called
gonna-
toxic paint that you probably shouldn't be huffing.
Yeah, but now we're addicted to it. Like
Yeah.
it's like it brings back memories.
Superman smells better than Crypto.
Which
He
is weird
should.
because he's played by a man named Corn Sweat.
It's funny that you're doing that with a McFarlane figure because I remember in high school buying Movie Maniacs and opening them up and being like, I don't think I should be breathing this.
Right? Like,
Like,
shit
straight
fucking
toxic.
did not smell right.
I was like, I feel weird now after opening the fucking head up. Like, I don't feel good at all.
I thought there were a lot of
Yeah,
action figure
sure.
lines
Fun.
back in the day. You open them, and there was something weird about them, especially if they'd, like, it was during the summer, so they'd been on a hot truck, and it just smelled like, this might be, like, toxic.
I don't know if you remember, but during the time of like Movie Maniacs when they were like big, there was crazy amounts of toy lines coming out of the woodwork, like Resource, all those companies, and a lot of them failed. They all went out of business because there was like a bad shipment of plastic, and it had like terrible chemicals in it. And the guy who runs Living Dead Weekend used to have one of those toy companies. I can't remember if it was like Hangar 18, but it was one of the big ones in the 90s. And he told me like all those companies almost overnight went out of business because the US government was like, you're done. We need more regulations on these plastics because they're like super toxic. So
well,
I thought that was a cool, interesting little
That
tidbit.
is interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
Guys, I found the cricket that's been in my basement.
Oh, really?
I
That's
didn't know there was a cricket.
No lie.
No,
that's a relief. I understand.
I'm so fucking. I looked down because I dropped a grenade off of his belt, and I saw it hop underneath my chair. Fucking got it. I'm sorry if this is
No,
offensive to
you gotta do
but
it.
it's been. We were watching TV yesterday, and I can literally hear it. I was like, I just want to go upstairs. I can't. It's so fucking loud. Oh my god, I got it. Oh, I feel so accomplished. All right, go ahead. What were we?
No,
well,
I
on that
feel- I
depressing
feel-
note of Jamar murdering an
feel
innocent cricket,
pumped to be
poor
here with
Jiminy.
Oh my god.
Pinocchio no
He
longer has a
dressed up
conscience.
He was probably happy you killed him. He was like, there's nothing to eat down here.
I know. I kept thinking, oh, it'll die soon. It's been like a week, but yesterday it was really loud. It was so loud.
He was like,
I didn't even want to
"Feed
watch.
me."
I was like, we can just go upstairs. I don't want to hear this fucking cricket anymore.
Like, there's just toxic plastic down here.
It was a big one.
Oh man!
I
Speaking
thought
of
the
big
spiders
ones,
would get it.
if you enjoyed this live stream,
And how could you not?
please make sure to like and
The
subscribe.
best.
Going forward, I am just going to leave the live stream up. I'm no longer going to repost it on Fridays because I haven't noticed a difference. If anything, I feel like mathematically it's less viewership. So I'll just make sure try at some point on Thursday, trim off the starting now to make it easier for the rewatch like I used to. And you can just rewatch the live stream. And that's just how it's going to be. Makes my life
And
easier.
we're doing
Makes your life
3
easier.
And that's the bottom line.
We're doing 3 a month.
3 a
right?
month. We're gonna do probably 2 podcasts and 1 Onlyfigs, and then we'll have 1 week off. And then, if you want to support us,
Only
you can
one?
watch all of our other videos, like my Let's Pose for this motherfucker, the San Diego
I
Comic-Con.
feel like your
Marvel
Let's
Legends.
Pose videos blow the rest of our videos away.
Oh, they do, but
I
this
don't
one's
think
just not
you're
doing
lacking.
as well. This one's just not doing as
Oh.
well because.
That's true.
Speaking of videos that fucking exploded, so
Wait, did I post that by mistake?
yeah.
Never mind.
So I don't know if I told you. Did I tell you guys about the Maximum Hawk? How I trimmed the neck piece so
Yeah.
you could
Yeah.
look up. So I made that into a video. I
I
made
watched
it
it.
into a YouTube short.
I did too.
I don't believe you.
I seriously
Hey,
did watch it.
You did?
I did
Did you
too.
watch the short
I
or
did
did you watch
too.
the video?
It's a video.
Oh wow, okay. That's unexpected. Anyway, I made it into a short. And it started blowing up. And I was super excited. I'm like, yeah, using like hooks and stuff, it's actually working. Until I started reading the comments. And all you perverted motherfuckers who were just like, oh, this thumbnail that I didn't even choose. It just auto-generated. They're like, oh, it looks like the hawk has a giant clitoris. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Whoa. Is it still up?
Yes, it's still up. And it's currently at 600,000 views.
Nice.
All because
Nice.
everyone's like,
All your thumbnails need to be clitoris.
right?
Yeah, just show clips all over the place. It's educational
ready.
and fun.
Get ready, Nate. You're
Well,
gonna have some
like-
crazy
It's just gonna be Nate's head peeking out.
Right. Like my head on top of
photos. It does look like a giant.
I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Do it.
But that's fine.
Do what you gotta do.
Maybe it's because of your fingers.
You're just pinching it?
Jeez.
Yeah, 90% of the comments on that video were like, "Oh, he found it," or "Oh man, I thought that was the," or like,
He found it. You did pull the rubber back a little bit too. Oh, that's funny.
So yeah,
Oh my God.
I was so excited thinking like, okay, this is the first, like one of the first videos I started using the hooks for, and I was so excited, and then I started getting the comments, I'm like, son of a bitch.
Wait,
Still be excited. 600,000 views is still 600,000 views.
Wait,
I don't care.
this comment says, from the Grim Lane, we all came for She-Hulk. Flick the green bean. Oh man, that's hilarious.
Oh my God. Lila.
Like, you're the click commander now.
It's called clickbait.
The thumbnail looks like you're playing with She-Hulks. You know. Thumbnail brought me here. I love this.
Well, there's
This
like
is the best.
there's like 100 more comments just like it for you to read.
Oh God,
Oh,
this is gonna
God.
be amazing.
Oh my God, I'm gonna read all of these comments.
I am too. This is how I'm gonna drift off to sleep.
Well, on that disappointing note,
That's
You don't get
so good.
how you get famous.
you
don't get to choose how you get famous.
It's
I
true.
guess. I guess.
You tamed the wild She-Hulk.
Like and subscribe. Go check out the clickbait Hulk short, I guess.
Now you know what Hasbro has to do. We know the next
If
maximum
you
figure now.
if you want to support us, throw us $1 on patreon.com/MarkToyfair to get
She-Hulk.
pre-record videos early and some other stuff. You can suggest a fake podcast for Nate or something. I don't know.
Oh man.
I mean, we got a
huge-
ton of them coming up.
Huge shout out to Big
You can't
Nerdy,
even make fake ones better than this.
to Big Nerdy and Nerd Zoe for being partner of the channel, the official toy retailer of Mar Toy Fair. Head over to nerdzoic.com for your pre-order and access to the memes. All of his socials and link to the website in the description below.
That's so fucking awesome.
Again, go check out Twitography Mag.
Please do.
Like,
So,
Brian's
do you
great.
Well, that's a new way to get catfished.
do you think the algorithm like saw the shape and was like, "Yep, this is what he wants to do. I'll make this thumbnail."
I don't know.
Yeah, I definitely watched the full video. I did not see that.
Yeah. Yeah.
You are really
Also, so many people were in the She-Hulk.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not. I'm not judging. I watched the show.
Yeah.
you are really mangling the hell out of that clip.
That is crazy.
Oh my God.
I also saw one that says like fixing a hangnail.
Oh yeah, that one.
Oh my God.
I bet a lot of dudes haven't ever even seen one of those.
There's a few of those comments that say that. Yeah. I'm saying most of the people here don't know where that is.
Like individual 2122 wrote, "I'm not gonna lie, the thumbnail made it look like some kind of green pimple popping toy." Yeah, he didn't get it.
You didn't get it.
Everybody's having a whole other conversation here.
Oh man.
God.
Eric the man, read those comments in Gilbert Gottfried voice.
Oh man.
Oh.
Maybe that will be
My
the next
eyes are
podcast.
burning.
It'll just be an hour of us reading these comments.
You should auto-generate every thumbnail from now on.
I mean, the shorts I don't mess it. They just get the thumbnail that it chooses.
Oh my gosh.
Honestly, I'm
That
looking
was
at
great.
it. I'm like, I don't know. That my mind definitely wouldn't have went there. But
You're a better person than the rest of them.
But hear me out. They're just scrolling through the videos and they see that. They're whoa.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
okay.
looking.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
They probably just got off of Instagram.
Well, they just got off.
You know
Right.
how they do.
I like that there's also comments in here though still talking about closing of the action figure. Like it's not just all that.
Oh yeah,
So-
there's like I said, there's about 10% of them that aren't that, and most of them are either the fatal flaw is the figure, the fatal flaw is the price. They didn't notice a difference in the head moving at all. Like yeah.
Wait, guys.
honestly, though.
Oh God, poor Kirk.
The best team up in history.
I thought she was about to kill the dog.
That's what I thought too.
No, she's his he's his partner. He's her partner. Partners in crime.
I don't know about that.
Well, hopefully we see you next week. Same toy time, same toy for channel. Thank you for watching.
Maybe, wait, no.
The knees in all the way. Cool thing is like the articulation's like hidden underneath the shorts. Kudos to Jada for that. Like that's awesome. Bend this knee in all the way. So the trick